testing the left ear here. I'm going to bring her down, side lying. She has to really stay side lying so that you're getting this side bend here. That kind of takes over for the extension. So I'm going to get out of the way. If you're looking at her head position, she's almost in the exact same position that you would get in a Hall Pike Dix. It's just now she has no extension at the neck. Okay, does everybody see that? So here you'd be testing the left ear, and you're looking for the same thing, upbeat rotary nystagmus to the left here. That should go away. So once you're here, you can do a couple things. You could try to ease her off the table into this position, and then go from here, so she's not so extended. But eventually you're going to have to extend her to get her into a CRM, because she's going to have to roll onto her back, and then I have to roll her neck over. So you could do it that way. Not as good results as doing it the proper way, but it might be your only option. The other option is to give them stuff to do for home repetitively, and that's what we call the Brandt Earoffs. So in that case, you would have them turn their head, and they have to do this by themselves. So in the clinic, I'd make sure that they can do it by themselves. You don't want to send them home with something that when they try to do, they're unsafe doing, or they fall off the couch. But we usually have them do it on the couch so that their feet are on the floor. So that gives them some sensory input, especially when they start to get room spinning dizziness. I have her turn her head to the right, come down on her affected side, which is her left. So it goes into the sideline test again. She has to wait there till the dizziness goes away, plus 30 seconds. So in somebody that has BPV, you'd expect the dizziness to go away in 30 seconds. So they're only there for about a minute. Then you have her sit up, turn her head to the other way, and come back down on her other side. And then she stays there. She gets dizzy, plus 30 seconds. If she's not dizzy, she just has to stay there 30 seconds. And then you have her come up, turn her head over, back down. And you do that at least 5 times. If for some reason they can't tolerate that, then you could back it down to maybe 3. But the more they do it, the better. You could also have them stop in the middle. If it's getting them too dizzy, they could sit up, wait for a couple seconds, then go down. So you need to modify it to how they can do it at home. You can put a wedge or a couple pillows in if they can't tolerate going all the way down. Anything to get the inner ear moving a little bit more is helpful. Obviously, if they're as good as Sue and they can go down and up and over, that's the best way, but some people just can't tolerate that, and you got to modify it that way.
And you want them to do the full number of reps that you're going to prescribe for them to do at home. Because you want to watch, are they getting worse? As they keep doing this, their symptoms on the reps, so over and back is 1 cycle, over and back is 2. If you're at 3 and they're like, I'm getting dizzier, you're not going to give them that.
It should get better.
Their symptoms should start to subside as they get to the 3rd and 4th rep. And by the 5th rep, they might even say, oh, I'm not dizzy anymore. When they do that exercise at home, the first time they go down, they're going to be dizzy again. But have them do the number of reps in the clinic, because you got to make sure they're not getting worse with that treatment. If they're getting worse with that treatment, don't give it to them. Then you're dealing with something that's not BPPV. So you got sideline test you could do. If you can't get the neck fully extended, that's a test for BPPV. You could treat them using Brandt Earoffs, or you could try and ease them off the table and to go into canal repositioning.
And Brandt Earoffs, again, the more they do it, the better, as long as they get better with repetition. So sometimes you'll have people do it 3 times a day. I mean, they've done it way more before, too.
The other thing we do when patients have a lot of problems with cervical spine, we have a table that's about half of this height. We start with the table tipped. So we put the stepper, the Reebok stepper, under the legs. So they're sitting, their head's going to go down that way. I don't even have to have them off the table. The goal is you got to have the ears below the shoulder. So if I start them on a tipped table, or if you take one of those ortho tables, you know, that are split that you can get the head down, you can either start with the head down and take them down there so their head is still supported on the table. In some really bad cases, we had one of our colleagues, she had like